Cozy Garden Storytime. Cozy Garden Storytime. Everybody!
Cozy Garden Storytime. Cozy Garden Storytime.
Today, I'm going to be reading The Case of the Missing Ducky. The day the ducky disappeared was Ernie's birthday. Because it was a special day, Ernie had decided to spend it doing things he liked to do. And the thing he liked to do most was take a bath with his rubber ducky. Right after breakfast, Ernie went into the bathroom and filled the bathtub with water. He put a brand new bar of soap in the soap dish, and he hung a soft, fluffy towel on the towel rack. Nice and fresh. Ernie picked up Rubber Ducky and gave him a little squeeze. He said,
"You know, Rubber Ducky, you are my very best friend. I could never take a bath without you. Who would I talk to if I felt lonely? Who would cheer me up if I got soap suds in my eye? Gee, Rubber Ducky, I'm awfully fond of you."
"Oh, he loves his Rubber Ducky." Just then the telephone rang, and Ernie went to answer it.
"I bet someone is calling to wish me happy birthday."
He left Rubber Ducky on the stool in the bathroom.
Hello?
Hi, Ernie. This is Big Bird. I just called to ask you a question. Are you going to be home at 2 o'clock this afternoon?
Ernie answered,
"Gee, Big Bird, I guess so. What's happening at 2 o'clock this afternoon?"
Oh, nothing.
"I was just wondering if you were going to be home then, that's all." "Well, goodbye, Ernie," said Big Bird. I wonder what that's all about.
Big Bird didn't wish me happy birthday, thought Ernie. Maybe he doesn't know that today is my birthday. Gee, maybe no one knows that today is my birthday. Oh well, I still have Rubber Ducky to keep me company.
Oh my goodness, are you seeing this? Look, what is going on back there? Is that Cookie Monster? Is he taking the Rubber Ducky? What is going on? Let's keep reading. When Ernie returned to the bathroom, he had a strange feeling that something was missing.
Now, what could be missing? I remembered the soap. I remembered the towel. Rubber Ducky, what did I forget? Rubber Ducky? Rubber Ducky!
Ernie stared at the stool where he had left Rubber Ducky. Rubber Ducky was gone. Oh my goodness, Rubber Ducky is gone? What is this I'm hearing? I need to know what happens next. Ernie went back to the telephone. He called his friend Sherlock Hemlock, the detective.
"Hello, Mr. Hemlock. Something terrible has happened. I need a detective," said Ernie.
I'll be there in a minute,
said Sherlock Hemlock. A minute later, there was a knock on the front door. And Ernie opened it.
It is I, Sherlock Hemlock, the world's greatest detective, said the man with the magnifying glass. What seems to be the trouble?
"I was going to take a bath when I noticed that something was missing,"
said Ernie. Sherlock looked at Ernie very carefully.
Aha, I have it. Your clothes are missing, he cried.
"My clothes are in the bathroom," Ernie explained.
Then I will begin looking for your clothes in the bathroom, said Sherlock.
Wait a second. Ernie's clothes aren't missing. Ernie followed Sherlock Hemlock into the bathroom.
Gadzooks, I have found the missing clothes, cried Sherlock.
Ernie said, "But my clothes were never missing. The thing that's missing is..."
"The soap,"
said Sherlock. "The soap?" I think he needs to listen to Ernie.
"No, not the soap. The soap is right here. It is."
"The bathtub," cried Sherlock.
No, the bathtub. It is Rubber Ducky that is missing," said Ernie.
How could the bathtub be missing? What is up with this guy? Sherlock said,
"Of course. Now I understand. It all fits together. The soap, the bathtub, the towel hanging on the towel rack. You were about to wash dishes when..."
"I was about to take a bath," said Ernie.
"You were about to take a bath when your rubber guppy jumped out of the water," said Sherlock.
"No, it wasn't a rubber guppy," said Ernie.
"Rubber puppy? Ruffled buggy? Dubby Nucky?"
said Sherlock in a puzzled sort of way. Ernie sighed slightly.
It's a cute, chubby little fellow named Rubber Ducky who's missing. He disappeared while I was in the living room answering the telephone, said Ernie.
In that case, I shall call this case the case of the missing ducky. And I shall begin solving this case by looking for clues in the living room. Let me tell you about clues, Ernie, said Sherlock as he inspected the telephone. A clue can be as small as a scrap of paper, or a piece of thread, or a speck of dust. Sherlock looked in the wastepaper basket. He picked up a pincushion. He lifted the corner of the rug. Sherlock opened the closet door and poked around inside. A clue can be something so tiny that no one but a detective would notice it, he told Ernie.
Wait. What is this? Are you seeing this? Sherlock Hemlock is talking about clues. Look at this! But Ernie did not hear Sherlock. He was on his way back to the bathroom to take his bath.
I guess I'll just sit in the bathtub and look at the faucet and talk to the soap. And, what am I going to do without Rubber Ducky?
But Sherlock did not hear Ernie. He was still looking for a clue. I bet he was.
And I, Sherlock Hemlock, the world's greatest detective, will go on searching for the missing rubber. Now, what was it that I shall go on searching for? Asked Sherlock Hemlock.
Sherlock Hemlock, please turn around. Look at this. It's right here. There's Cookie Monster and he's walking away with Rubber Ducky. That's big news. 10 minutes later, Ernie was still sitting in the bathtub, staring at the faucet and feeling very sad, because there's nothing sadder than being sad on your birthday. When Sherlock popped in, carrying a big box full of rubber bands.
The case of the missing rubber bands is solved, said Sherlock.
Gee, Mr. Hemlock, that's Bert's rubber band collection. His rubber band collection isn't missing, said Ernie.
As Ernie was drying off, Sherlock stuck his head into the bathroom again.
Here it is, the missing rubber plant, he cried.
What? The missing rubber plant?
That is Bert's rubber plant. I didn't lose a rubber plant. How could I take a bath with a rubber plant? Said Ernie.
He was just putting on his shirt when Sherlock appeared again. Sherlock's arms were full.
I, Sherlock Hemlock, have found the missing rubber ball, the missing rubber raft, the missing rubber glove, and the missing rubber stamp.
I am sorry, Mr. Hemlock, but none of those things is missing, said Ernie.
Oh, Mr. Sherlock Hemlock, he's trying. Ernie's being nice about it. Just then, Bert came into the bathroom. He said,
Ern, have you seen my rubber stamp, my rubber glove, my rubber raft, my rubber ball, my rubber plant, and my rubber bands? They're all missing. Everything is here in the bathroom, Bert. Everything except Rubber Ducky, said Ernie.
Egad, don't tell me that Rubber Ducky is missing too, cried Sherlock.
That is what Ernie has been trying to tell Sherlock Hemlock this whole time. Finally, he decided to stop searching for clues in Bert's room, and he went into the kitchen. I think that's a good idea. Try something new, Sherlock Hemlock.
Gadzooks, he cried as he examined the wall. Green fingerprints, pink fingerprints, yellow fingerprints. This can mean only one thing. Some green, pink, and yellow monsters stole Rubber Ducky.
Sherlock decided to hide in the living room closet and wait for the green, pink, and yellow monsters to return. At 2 o'clock in the afternoon, the doorbell rang. And Ernie went to see who was there. Everybody was there! Surprise! They all shouted.
We brought you a birthday party. That's why I wanted to know if you would be here at 2 o'clock, said Big Bird.
Oh, so when Big Bird called earlier, remember Big Bird called earlier? He wanted to know if Ernie was home because they were going to bring a surprise party to him. Oh, Big Bird, good job. It was a wonderful birthday party. There were presents and lots of big, fat balloons, green balloons, pink balloons, yellow balloons. Oh my goodness, there are balloons all over the place. That looks like so much fun. Oh, I want to be there.
Zounds!
Cried Sherlock as he opened the closet door and walked bop right into a bunch of balloons.
I have found the green and pink and yellow monsters.
No, Mr. Hemlock, those are balloons for Ernie's birthday party, said Big Bird.
Aha! I have it! These are balloons for Ernie's birthday party, said Sherlock.
If only Rubber Ducky could be here too. He likes birthday parties too,
said Ernie.
Don't worry, Ernest. I, Sherlock Hemlock, will soon solve the case of the missing ducky. But first, I must solve the case of the missing cake. If this is a birthday party, where is the birthday cake?
A birthday party without any birthday cake? No! The kitchen door opened, and Cookie Monster came out carrying a big birthday cake covered with green and pink and yellow frosting. And right in the middle of the frosting sat
Rubber Ducky! Cried Ernie. Am I glad to see you?
Happy birthday, Ernie! Said everyone.
Me borrow Rubber Ducky for birthday cake,
said Cookie Monster.
Aha!
Cried Sherlock.
I have it! Cookie Monster borrowed Rubber Ducky for the birthday cake. I, Sherlock Hemlock, have solved yet another cake. I mean, case.
Well, that's good news. Ernie got his Rubber Ducky back. It was all a surprise for him on his birthday. That's really sweet. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I will see you at the next one. Bye! Cozy Garden Storytime. Cozy Garden Storytime. Everybody!
Cozy Garden Storytime.